Okay, let's get back in this shit. I wonder if I can hear this. Just gonna do a little test here. See if this audio works. It's gonna reverb for a bit. Turn my phone down. Oh, it works. Okay, let's get back in this shit. I wonder if I can hear this. Do a little test. Oh, it works. Okay, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to try and do a little bit of a very heavy naval build with Germany, which is like suicide, but we're going to try it anyway. I've gone... Where are we here? So I just got Untitled Rhineland first. I'm going to do Kreigmarine second. We're going to try and build the 90 U-boats that Donitz wanted before the war started. We're also going to build everything else that's in the production queue, so all these destroyers mostly. Maybe some of them we'll get rid of. Like these ones that are almost not even started yet. Yeah, you two. This is Black Ice version, I can't even tell you. The newest Black Ice version for Hearts of Iron 4. Yeah, we're gonna go heavy planes and heavy subs. I might start introducing some craft chaplains, so we're gonna get some carriers in there hopefully too. We'll see how long it goes. I don't have much time before bed here, but we'll see how it goes. On speed 4, basically just producing 3 units of infantry. Not going too crazy on infantry right now. I don't know how the time's going to go. I don't know how the war's going to start, but I definitely want to, you know, create this crazy U-boat fleet with maybe a carrier or two. Have kind of a decent land army and a crazy U-boat fleet with a shitload of planes. So that's actually one thing I forgot to do. Was produce planes, or sorry, research planes, but we can do that right now. So next up we're going to do planes. We're going to get the Fuck, if I gotta start producing them early, so we're gonna just start cranking them out. Whenever this is done, we're gonna produce the fucking the BF 109A. And the good thing with Hearts of Iron is that they have the Black Ice mod is that they have these imagery units that are pre-created, so I don't really have to go too crazy on my troop creation. But I should be able to do this now. No, 4 more days. So yeah, when this gets going, we're gonna do some planes, and then we're gonna go heavy U-boats. I'm researching the long-range ones, and I'm also researching the hull designs for the kind of mid-ranged attack ones. Okay, this one's done. I should go this first, but we'll wait till the next one's done. We need some planes first. Fighters mainly. I want to have like 10,000 fighters, like stupid amount of fighters. We are producing. This is a fighter. I'm just going to keep it up there for whatever reason. Pack, yada yada yada. This is all pretty good. Field uniforms can chill out. Can get a little bit more support equipment. We always need support equipment. Just a little gaming on the long weekend after, the Tuesday after a long weekend. So this is done. Should we go right down here? Is it April yet? Oh, it is April. So we can start doing the 4-year plan. Oh, we can't. We'll wait the 8 days because it's worth it. I need to get our ability to build U-boat docks is important. So I'm already at average army size. We don't have a problem building armies. It's just our naval size is lacking because of the amount of sea we have and our dockyards. So once we hit the 30th, we can research this, and we'll probably go down the industrial. Yeah, it's not too hard on black ice because you can't really rush it too much. Okay, so 30th start. Right now, as far as this fleet, I've only got the coastal fleet, which is all coastal submarines, and this one is the only sub that is an attack sub. The rest, we'll call this main fleet. Put them under Raida. Coastal fleet, we can put over that guy. And we're training our army command quite well. So this is one thing with black ice you have to do is division stab equipment. So you get this up quick, you get just that last little pop-up that went through. What else? We should probably pop these down. So release these into the wild. So we got 6. We don't want to train them yet. This can stay. 3 tanks. I may move these guys over, but not a big deal right now. I just want to kind of get through some time here. I really want to see. I've never done this before on Hearts of Iron 4. I'm trying to do this kind of U-boat rush. It's pretty harsh to do. Like, you're an idiot if you do it, but let's see what happens. Turn it up. I want to get these down so we can actually hit our Anschluss and our reclaim Czechoslovakia. The more men down, the better. We can do another one of these political. I kind of want to go towards Navy here, but not yet. This is important here. Raiding fleet. We're gonna go with U-boats. I don't know why these are different. That's a Wachtruppe. Okay, so that's a long range sub. I've got to watch my other text though, because I want to keep my research going. Okay, recon's done. Now we can kind of go back to the subs. And we're gonna have to start pretty early on the doctrines too. We want to keep trade interdiction going, so we're gonna go down convoy right away here. What do we got? Subs. We've got long range 1 to the torpedoes. We want to be able to hit the kind of mid range here, and we want to hit long range too. We want to get that void like mid war. The planes start getting a little bit longer, and then the U.S. start developing more convoy patrols with their convoys to the UK. So if we can hit this kind of middle ground here where they have a black spot where they can't reach, then that's where the long range come in. Even the mid range can probably get there, but just trying to deal with my carpal tunnel right now. It's fucking nasty. Played Hearts of Iron 3 the other day, and that thing just kills my arm. Wrist, shoulder, arm, like I'm locking up right now. Gotta learn how to play with left hand. Okay, pop those down. Okay, details. I want to go planes too. I want to get... fuck, I don't know if I want some cast too. I probably just need fighters. Cast is not the most important part. My army's strong. I don't need cast. Okay, good. It's good. I can deal with that. We're going for some Panzer IVs on the tank side. We'll keep going down here and just kind of keep those as our main tank. I wouldn't mind HQs right away, but there's probably other things we can do. This is probably pretty important too, if I rush it. It's a lot of IC to put towards that though. Once this is done, we can get our Submarine Workshops is the first thing we're going to do. What do we do here? I want to go historical, but it's also good to look at the game and how it determines what's best. I know the Focke-Wulf 190 is good, but not until you get to the D. Look at the differences here. Whoops. A and D. Range isn't big, but your air attack is doubled, almost. Ground attacks, like, that's huge. Naval attack, not so much. I might want to go naval bomber, because if we do go carrier, those are naval bombers. There's CV bombers, so it's, which is naval carrier bombers, but isn't there like a float plane or a nav bombers? It's way ahead. Way ahead. Do you have to have anything for this? You don't. Sniper teams, whatever. It's early, we need to get it. Okay, 4-year plan, that's good, so we can create our naval bases and our submarine, what do they call them, docks? Yes, Gooding's controlling this. We're gonna go down 36 next. Once this hits, we're gonna go to goading here, 10%. Okay, so concentrated entry is done. We're gonna go Submarine Workshop first, and this is done too. I think we're gonna rush it. Or do we go something else? Planes probably. Fighter workshops, research. Yeah, planes first. And what's with our planes right now? Actually, let's go. Let's go and organize this. One of my destroyers to the bottom, all my subs at the top. Down. Should be it. All the subs are up. These are almost done, so we don't want to switch them out. This one I can probably switch out. That's still middle. Produce some new subs. The long range. Ay. We still fucked up with the UI in this game. Like, please help me with my carpal. I can't be clipping like this shit. Yeah, that's good enough. Keep going. Okay, now we can get goading. Good. Spanish Civil War. We might as well go fight. How many can we? Maybe we'll put 3 more. We can't. How many can we send? 2 only. So we're gonna send our one out. Whatever, first and third. Give you to Rommel. We'll send you over there to help out. Gain some experience. And they're on their way. Okay, some more torpedoes. We'll go for more hull designs here. Oops. Panzer IV, what are we going to do next? It's way too advanced. Probably get a doctrine right away. Convoy Interdiction. When's those planes done? 45 days. Then we'll switch those out. I might get rid of my bombers or just double up the planes for now. Can we send more? Nothing. That's good. Just building that U-boat fleet up because these are all new. We're going to transfer those up. All destroyers. These are good. Type 2Bs, so they'll stay there. Right? Type 1A, Type 2B. What's the difference? Let's see any Type 2Bs on here. Speaking of which, we need to create more. Let me just do this too, or infinity. This long range needs to come back up. CS2 infinity, this one down. Long range infinity, good. So tanks, we got. Let me get rid of you. Panzer 1s. Go for Panzer 4. Panzer 2s we're going to keep because most of the Panzer 4 divisions have to have Panzer 2s within them. And this too, we need to replace the recon. That got done right away. Good. Fuck, time goes by so quick when you're playing. Okay, so this is the long range hull. Holy shit. Oh no. 5.32. Okay, so that's good. We can at least have that together. Those we'll research 14 days away. That way the next subs. But I'll probably have to recreate those now. Fuck. That sucks. What's up, Divided Gamer? We're doing an U-boat focus here. We're gonna go nuts on the U-boats and some planes. Okay, so we can't do this yet. We're gonna go back to. Actually, we're probably gonna get a fighter arm. Fuck, I don't know what to do. All I know is I want to build like 90 U-boats before the war, and probably like 6,000 fighters. Nothing really much else. We're gonna try and fuck over the UK pretty bad. So it'll take 70 days, which will bring us into this one. I wouldn't mind the fighter models. Like, it's better to have better planes, but I have to create them quickly. They're both 70 days. Naval air effort would be good too. What's the fucking wolf? This is just black ice, and then I have the flag mod, so it's black ice version. I'm not sure. It's the one that goes with the latest version of Hearts of Iron 4. So yeah, just black ice. You can tell by the production queue it's black ice because it's just cluttered as fuck. That's gonna be a tough game going a naval build in this mod, if you know it. All these are good too. Like, you really have to get these. Not so much for the forts, but like these are important. Even just when you go to war with France, if these aren't built, they'll steamroll you, and you don't want to put too much emphasis over on that side of the map. Tough choice. Tough choice. Naval dockyards always help. We'll do that first. It'll bring us into 37. We can do the construction here. We're gonna actually have to switch on as soon as I get this tech. Submarine Workshops in 29 days. Actually, the fucking of A is done. Should we start this right away? Before even producing planes? We're just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. As soon as one tech gets up, we introduce the new medium bombers. We're gonna have to get rid of. I don't need them. I want to see how this works. Can probably chill a bit on these. Put them back in the planes. We got that done. I want to go fucking wolf all day. Once we get the once we get that far in the plains, that's where I want to go. Okay, increased number of torpedoes, yeah. So our U-boat fleets. I keep knocking these down so I can actually get my Anschluss and Czechoslovakian targets hit, so we can hit those quickly, which increases our ability to build. They don't have any shoreline though, which doesn't help. No deal. Kind of a very weird build. Hard in black ice. You can see here right now I have, you know, just 3 subs. These are coastals. These don't even count. So I got coastal fleet, my main fleet. I will build onto this. I want to put some carriers in here as well, so I'm gonna introduce those right away. The good thing about black ice though is that you have these predisposed like infantry divisions that get created throughout, so you don't have to go too nuts on your infantry creation. And it all depends on when we start war too, how much infantry we need. But if I can produce like 7,000 to 10,000 fighters, and the 90 U-boats, that 90, you know, say 50 mid-range subs, and then 30 to 40 long-range subs by the start of war, like say 39, we'd have a really good shot at like really crippling the UK and then even invading them first or second. We'll see. Well, we'll create those every time. So fighter workshops are done and the submarine workshops are done, which is awesome. Next, I'd probably take truck, but we need to do something else. What are we missing here? Dockyards, yes, we need that. Dockyard output plus 5%. And excavation, that's our resources, we need that. And what we want to do here is build some submarine yards. So we have to build them on the coast. I want to start from the rear, so furthest from our enemies. We're going to max those out. 2. Okay, well that's good to start with. And we'll move up 1. Just so we're producing 1 civilian factory and then 1 sub yard every kind of run through. It'd be cool to see if we can actually produce the 90. I think we can produce more than that, but it's just how powerful our army is, and I also want to produce a shitload of planes, so I got them at the top now. 1 a day, which is shit. Okay, so increased number of torpedoes for our... That's for a mid-range, which is fine. I think they have a... What's their service range? Max range is only 3,000 clicks. So if I even pull one right now, you can see how far they can go. Let's just say these are all... These may be different though. Let's make a new fleet here. We want type 2Bs. We'll just grab 1 and see how far it can go. No. Not even. So it can't even go that far? What the fuck? So it can go this far. So it's got, yeah, it's all grayed out. So we're gonna have to go long range, I think, pretty much across the board. I mean, these mid-range ones, until we get later techs, they can only really control the northern Baltic, North Sea. If we get, you know, France and stuff like that, they can hopscotch into the Mediterranean, but we're gonna have to go long range, so that's interesting. Which means I might stop researching that whole altogether. So the big thing here is, this is, it says it's, I think this is a typo, but 5.18 years ahead of time. So before I can do this, I have to research that, no? What am I missing? Oh, I can. Yeah, that's like a glitch. I find it's like all crossed off, but you can still research it. Anyway, that sub can come back. Go back to your home. There you go. Back down, down. So I want to get all these units on the ground. So we have a large army. Big important part about Black Ice 2 is this. I've said it already today, but this division. Where is it again? Division stab equipment. So as this increases, so it's already low, but as this gets bigger, you actually increase. Where is it? I think it's this one. Trained Army Command. So the more you produce of that, your Army Command, your land doctrine and research time goes down. So that's a good thing. So small Navy too. Like the faster we increase our Navy, our research times increase. It's very... Yeah, I've never played Millennium Dawn. So that's, you're talking like... New World, basically last 60 years, if not even sooner. So like 90s plus. I'm not sure. I haven't played very much of it. But is it fully fleshed out? I checked the model when it first came out, and it was pretty preliminary. But I haven't played it since. What do you think? Let's slow us down a bit. Just finish, you fuck. Okay, you're going. So that's modern day. I'd love that too. I think that's so cool if they can introduce it into this game. And that's what they kind of like. The Paradox team does that. They give the ability to introduce mods. The AI is shit though. Like, you just, especially in this game, I found it worse than even Hearts of Iron 3. Like, I'd rather not even just build this whole front line and watch my, troops not react properly, and it's hard for the mod developers if you do like a total conversion mod like Millennium Dawn or Black Ice or whatever, to introduce the AI too. It's a, I guess it's probably the toughest part to build on a game, but yeah, that's cool. If you can do Millennium Dawn with a co-op. I'm gonna hit this right here quick. Scroll down. Yeah, the AI sucks. It's worse than, they kept saying they were gonna do it, but whatever. I mean, it's tough. AI is getting better in the world as far as we're hearing in the news and stuff like that. But to build in a game, and especially in a World War II with multiple fronts and different influences, say if you have like 15 multiplayers, then you have AI in there. They just don't know what to do. There's so many variables. Are you Canadian there, Divided Gamer? Since you made yourself Canada? I'll get these troops down so I can get my that's fine, I don't give a shit. Naval effort's almost done. We'll get 2 more naval dockyards, 2 more building slots. A bunch of shit we don't need. Ah, it's German. So he went Canadian now. I gotta ask why he went for Canada. Is it intriguing to play Canada as in German? I always play. I'm Canadian, and I play Germany all the time because I'm just a World War II buff. But I live in Canada. Live right here. Right here. If you guys ever need fresh water, we got shitloads of it. Okay, so U-boat level 3 yard. So now we're starting to build the U-boats. Yeah, that'd be cool. United North American faction, which is what it should be, but it's very, very not that these days. So we're still in November. These only take 28 days. I'm gonna probably take one of those. Or fighter arm. Yeah, we gotta do that. We need fighters and what else do we want? I'm not going tank heavy. Should we go higher standards on our divisions? Elite standards. Organization versus high is double. Yeah, that's probably worth it. Okay, good. Yeah, United North American faction. I mean, they're doing the Nafta trade agreements right now in in where is it? I think it's in Mexico. What's up, Durgert 13? We're just doing a freaking Kreigmarine build here. We're gonna try and do 90 U-boats before war, and like 10,000 planes. So we'll see if that can happen. We got the sniper team. Do you have anything else in here? I don't think. Support. We need. Flame teams are awesome. You gotta get them. Fuck. I gotta get them. These are staples. Yeah, Nafta agreements over in so Nafta is North American Free Trade Agreement, and the US is bullying its two neighbors, and I live here. And they're exporting a ton of stuff they used to produce up here, especially, well, not so much automobiles, but a lot of stuff's produced in Mexico right now, and they're just trying to squeeze. Yeah, the hurricane situation. So, is it Iva? Iva is the new one that's coming this way. They don't know where it's going to land yet, or they may now. They've already got warnings, or not warnings. So what's the U.S. coastal on there? Yeah, right here. Puerto Rico has already declared a state of emergency, and they think it's gonna fucking hit Florida head on. And I mean, if it even goes near Texas again, like that's gonna be a shit show. Irma, way off. Iva. It's close. But you can even see on this map mode how the ocean level decreases so much. And that's where you get those floodwaters. You get those yikes. That's gonna be scary, like to see. You're not in you're still in Florida. You're German, but you live in Florida. Whereabouts in Florida? Because, I mean, they're going to hit... I heard Miami's going to get hit the worst. But, I don't know where else. Northwest. So, over here. That's Orlando. I've been to Orlando before. I don't know if that's Northwest. I think Orlando's more central. Typical tourist been to Orlando. Because this is even Northwest here. Doesn't say what it is. I'm not too keen on my... I know my states, but I don't know my my regions within states. And I'll say this much: you guys don't even know what the fuck each province is in Canada. So I could probably name about 40 states right now. Higher. So you're up here, or here. Nothing near here. Cool. Yeah, I've never lived near an ocean. I've always lived near, you know, major body, or sorry, like mainland farm country type things. So there's the only thing here is cold winters, tornadoes maybe once in a blue moon. I also lived over here in Canada, which was, that's Edmonton. Yeah, they don't really break it down too much. But I lived in Edmonton and I lived in Calgary. And Edmonton had a pretty bad tornado one time, so that's what we've got in the prairies, I guess, is our worst kind of storm, is where you guys will get in the Midwest in the States, is those tornadoes. And they can get pretty nasty up here depending on the weather, but they're not as common. Like, they won't just keep fluctuating and keep creating themselves during certain seasons. Kind of the same as your guys' hurricane season, where it just kind of, you know, this time of year it's just fucking boiling in the sea here. I can't remember the fucking name of it. Why can't it? Just drawing a blank. You don't miss cold winters. Well, yeah, if you get flooded and shit like that, I can see that. Anyway, that's why we travel south every winter. We make a trip in January, February. South Dakota. So you're pretty close to me. South Dakota is right here. Is it Rapid City, the capital? Bismarck and Rapid. And South Dakota has the monument, right? Mount Rushmore. That I'm pretty sure of. Okay, kick these down. Because for this, we need, speaking of, to get the Anschluss, we can already do. We may get that next. Get it in 37 early. So now Navy says average. This helps us here. This one. Where's my... No. It does somewhere. I'm not going to be able to find it. Here. Is the Navy not a part of this? Average small Air Force. Yeah, Mount Rushmore is in south. North Dakota's just basically had a movie there once. And you guys, like, I live in Winnipeg here, so we usually travel through to, what's the other city here? It's not Bismarck, there's Fargo? Fargo, North Dakota. And then we also go to Minnesota a lot. What's up, Henry Rogers? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so Minnesota, we've gone skiing there. There's obviously Minneapolis, but there's a few mountains there, because obviously in Winnipeg there's not really many mountain ranges. I lived over here, and there was, you know, it's basically like the Rockies over here. That's gorgeous. Black Ice. It's the Black Ice mod, and if you guys don't know what it is, you guys should really search it up, because it was developed back in the Hearts of Iron 3 days, and it was developed so fleshed out. It wasn't even funny. And it's Panzeroo started it. They've got like 13 or 14 guys developing it, and with Hearts of Iron 4 they actually developed it so much quicker because they had all the resources before. A lot of this is just all text code, so they just had to bring it over from the Hearts of Iron 3 mod and just kind of meld it into Hearts of Iron 4. So that's why it was so quick to adapt to this new game. The Hearts of Iron 3 mod, to get to its latest iteration, took about like 6 or 7 years. And it's damn nice. I love it. I can't play vanilla anymore, period. If you look at the tech tree for new guy there, what's his name? Henry Rogers. Sorry, not the tech tree. The production tree, you can just see. Many people don't like it. They think it's over cumbersome and adds too much shit. So instead of having, I guess it would have been like supplies or just all your kind of your guns and your garrison equipment, your field uniforms, support equipment, all kind of combined into one. This separates it all. And the tech tree is very much different too, where you're going down. So say for tanks, you get to actually go down which tree you want. So you have to do Panzer 2s if you want. You got 3s, you can go A, B, C, D, E. It's very much historically accurate. There's command Panzers you can add, and then there's got the Panzer 4s. You've also got the Tigers down here, and all the FG2s. Like, this is where it gets really, really cool and interesting, and it's pretty accurate as far as the information. Anyway, what I'm trying to do though is build a anti-Germany type of army, so it's very heavy naval, more submarines is what I really want to do. These keep getting switched because they're long range ship, but I'll make those combine at one point. Actually, we have to change that. So now we're building U-boats, or U-boat yards. What do I take? Just the Panzer one. I guess we'll take that. So now we're in 1937. We just learned that the mid-range subs can't go very far. So I'm going to stop these at 1. You're stopping at 1. Coastals, stop at 1. Actually, you know what? Fuck you. Get rid of them. We want the LROs. Where are those? These ones. We want up. So long range can go very far. What are we missing here? Sniper teams. We can create them. We need a bunch. I want tons of planes. We're doing 1.41 a day, which is shit, but are we overproducing something? Am I paying for this and I don't need it? I'd rather be -1 than... Oh, I'm really that low? No, I'll take one down. You might trade. This is kind of close. Okay, so we got the fucking VFC. D will leave. We're gonna change this right away. Put you down. Change it to C right away. Whatever. We're gonna upgrade 225 first. They'll take less time, but I'm actually gonna introduce a second one. I want 10,000 planes and 90 U-boats before we even go to war. Here we go, 2 Cs. These are fine. Panzer 2s are good. We need lots of Opel Blitz. Those are trucks. Your lots. This is something big in, yeah, black ice, definitely black ice. See, Amir knows. I was just telling these guys before you caught on, or before you joined here, what black ice was. So you can kind of tell by the production tree, and I gave him a little bit of history on the Hearts of Iron 3 kind of idea behind why it's why it was fleshed out so quickly. What else don't we need? We need everything. But I do want these planes to produce, so one thing I hate is how they kind of replace each other. What can we do here? Could have saved that. What are we gonna do here? 200 days. Fuck, we're gonna do this right away. I really don't want any casts. I don't need it. We should probably go Zeppelin. We can get some carriers. Capital is Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, eh? Yeah, it's similar to... In Canada, we have to learn all the capitals of each state of the U.S. Did you guys have to learn that up down there? Fighter arms done. What's a heavy fighter model? I want this one. Dive bombing, tactical bomb. That first. I'm gonna have to take 1 second here. Give me 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, you guys just learned the states. We have to learn all of the states and our own country, Canada. So we have to learn the capital of each state in Canada, which seems weird, but we did. Okay, back to the game. Keep my mind on track here. Support equipment. Yeah, I need lots of it. I need lots of those. We're going to have to introduce some more factories here. So the big thing about Black Ice is that you can actually introduce your own. I'll be streaming again tomorrow there, Divided Gamer. I have to, I'm gonna cut this off probably in about half an hour, so I'll start it again tomorrow. It'll be live on, or it'll be available on YouTube, but I'll be streaming tomorrow again, hopefully earlier. I gotta fly to Calgary on Thursday, but I'll be streaming in tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, man. We'll catch you next time. Attacking anybody yet? No, it will not be until 39. So, FYI. And I'll only be playing for about another half an hour, maybe an hour total tonight. Just to get it started, see whatever. I just like playing the game. I started playing it already, and then I thought I'd put it online. So, if you guys haven't checked out my past playthroughs, I did some awesome ones on Hearts of Iron 3, Black Ice. They went for like 69 episodes. They were pretty good as far as I remember, but I was drunk half the time, so. But what I'll have to do here is keep introducing the submarine yards, and I'll have to start introducing munitions factories. So like I was saying here, but Black Ice introduces all these other small arms factories. So instead of just producing civilian and military factories, as well as your synthetic and rubber factories, you have to produce different factories that actually decrease your production time for that said item. So small arms, that's important. Uniforms, they still are important. Munitions, heavy aircraft, light aircraft, shipyards, and subyards. So all these are pertinent. We have to increase those. You can also increase your naval bases, which give you the ability to transfer more equipment through bases and all that shit. So I will need all of these. So we'll start off with 1 uniform, 1 munitions, 1 small arms, and 2 light aircraft. I always want to be producing, at least in the first little bit here, civilian factories. Let's do 1 for now of that. Chromium's so low. Yeah, we gotta take Austria next year. Austria's Anschluss is next, which is in 9 days. No. Yeah, long time. Yeah, I wish I was attacking someone early. I really want to build up that naval fleet though. I want those 90 U-boats and I want those 10,000 planes, and we're far from that. Keep pushing down our troops so we can take Czech too. Mechanical computing is done. Gonna go HQ communications. I don't know if the regular game does this either. These they now give you the air range of your. So there we go. This helps. A big thing with Black Ice is your doctrine research time decreases as you research more into a certain, I guess, leg of the army. So a small air force actually gives us +10 research time in our air doctrines, whereas a large army, so small versus large, gives us a -7. So it does help putting stuff on the ground and building a kind of a complete army, as opposed to just going heavy on one thing and then building the rest later. And these guys are going to go here. These guys all need to be trained. These guys don't. You're different, so I'll put you over here. You are good, so I'll put you over here. You're good. Garrison's all up here. Okay, so Convoy Interdiction, I'm already starting to do some of my my doctrines. If I'm going to build that many U-boats, I really want to go down this tree, so I'm going to keep going unrestricted submarine warfare. Pretty good buffs. Let's take it. Next one out, I'm going to probably go to. So here it's going to tell you now. So you now have 2 light aircraft factories. These buildings reduce the build cost of light aircraft. Capture or build more factories to reduce the cost further. Okay, nice. Well, it just gave me the thing there. I'll show you the next one. But basically, your production cost, or your It should show in here. Doesn't show in there, but it actually reduces your time to build. Oh, so now we have more naval dockyards. So we built another naval dockyard. I'm going to go down, make sure my long range are taken care of first. I want those to be produced fastest. I still want the rest of my naval fleet because they are important, especially if I'm going to go heavy subs. But as soon as we start building more of these dockyards, these submarine dockyards first, I'm going to go long range. And we all know these civilian factories increase this production, so that's important. Next thing on the industrial effort, fuck, who knows? This looks way different than the vanilla one. You've got the whole SS divisions over here. You've got the Schutzstaffel. You can go historical, you can go ahistorical, and you start getting certain divisions. That one's, I think, from vanilla. This gets a little bit different. This is different than vanilla. Same with all this stuff. And this is very different too. So they've actually limited you. You can't just rush build your industrial efforts. You have to kind of do it by year. Reichsautobahn is important for your infrastructure, so getting supplies around. And then the Westwall forts, I believe, are super important. So you can't just not do these. These are important for when you go to war with, say, Poland, and you leave kind of a minimal force on the French line. If you don't have these in place, they'll actually steamroll you. So you have to do it. They kind of suck you in. These I'm just going to combine all into one. No, go here. Destroyers go up here. All destroyers. We'll leave the subs here for now. These are coastal, so I might even take these away. Just put them Interpomran. What are we under here? We're okay, I guess. This doesn't help, but I want to produce my stuff as fast as possible. Thank you, Peru. Okay, so long range sub number 2. Before we can research the third one, we have to research a new hull type. So this is all black ice. If you see that tech tree again, this is just the whole tech tree towards subs. So U-boot Waffe. So you can go coastal, you can go mid-range, which are attack. These are attack as well, but they're long range. And you go down each leg of it. You've got the Kreigmarine, which gives you different classes. So it's really kind of fleshed out as far as which class, you know, the maiden class that started it, and then you can build more of them, obviously. We should probably get into this stuff too. This is way different in black ice. This needs to be done. So we've got a couple coming up. 17 days. We're gonna have to get into concentrated industry again. Turn it up. Okay, so another U-boat level yard. We need to introduce something else. Probably munitions. Small arms helps. The trade at the beginning sucks, but so right on with oil. Not much we can do. We're a bit above on rubber, but I want those planes. Okay, so now we can replace this guy. So once this is done, we'll replace that with the next version of the long-range sub. So I've got a couple months. June 4th. Excavation's done. These are important. Dockyards are important. Dockyards are over here. So you can create dockyards to build either ships or I think that actually helps you with infrastructure too, or sorry, supply transfer once you start taking other areas. Everything's so important. It's so hard to fucking go down one line. What do I say we need to do? This one. Concentrated industry. Huge. Factory output, dockyard output, da 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 da. Massive. Another one would be tool maintenance, production efficiency cap. Huge. Tough game to play on stream because it's a lot of building, and then I guess the next day it gets better, but it gets put on YouTube and people watch it. It is what it is. Okay, so we got 37 industrial effort. Those don't get cheaper over time. We need tactical effort to get fighter bomber, to get that fucking woof, to get the wicked ass planes, but that's gonna be, we need Anschluss. We need more IC, I guess. What can we do here? This is all different too. You guys can notice how much different it is from vanilla. So you can actually get women allowed in the workforce and change that. So you can get women encouraged. Reduces certain things and increases others. Thanks, Deggert. Yeah, I've got a little bit of background in YouTube here, and I've done a lot with Hearts of Iron 3, so I appreciate that. Just trying to get back into things and play this new game. It's tough though to find time. You can change your 3-year drafts. All this stuff is very, very extensive. You can change your standing army, limited mobilization, general. Everything's got its ups and downs. It's very well balanced so far. You've got partial, which is a big thing in the vanilla game, and certain things cost more points. And you can see right off the bat that we've got way more manpower than the vanilla game does too, so that's pretty cool. What can we do? I think to save some, like, I'd like to start fighting people already, but I need to build up. I need to keep things kosher. Infantry uniforms cost, motorization research, artillery research. All these are late kind of game, whatever. Yeah, I really appreciate their Deggert, man. It's a tough game. Okay, so another U-boat yard. So now we're producing one of the small arms infantry factories, and this will reduce our time to produce said small arms. So now we're doing 38.72 a day. It will decrease that time. We're getting better on these ones. The U-boats should be getting better. And we're almost at June, no? Or we've already passed that. So this has actually gone down. So since we, remember when I said June? Now it's actually decreased by whatever, say 20 days. And that's from that last sub yard that we just produced. So these will help that. I'm gonna bump them up. Actually, we don't need 2 of those. They've actually got East Berlin and West Berlin separated too. I don't know if that's in the vanilla game. HQ communications is huge. Radios are huge. I always go way down this tech tree because radios are a huge part of World War II, if you guys don't know. And one way to keep our Air Force increasing is to keep adding to it, because the more planes on the ground, the faster your doctrines go. So 1400 airplanes, I can do this. May actually change it. We might get a pop-up just from doing this. So we have more Air Force on the ground, which means we have more Air Force in general. It's not just sitting there in reserves. And this might actually give us a pop-up to affect this one. Small Air Force, that should change, right? So from Air Doctrine Research time plus 10, it should increase after a certain amount of planes get laid down. I may need more, but okay, so that's Small Arms Factory level 10. Yes, this is what we've done here. Oh, so now we've got carriers. So the Graf Zeppelin class, they started building this in World War II. I think they took an old, or something that was on the drawing board and kind of, you can almost see by the picture that they changed it mid-build. So you've got the first class, you've got the Graf Zeppelin, which is deck size 43. Where's the Graf Zeppelin was the only class of ships in the Kriegsmarine that had been designed as an aircraft carrier from the keel up. Also, it was designed from keel up. So as it was laid, it was designed actually as an aircraft carrier. 2 ships were ordered, but neither was completed. As designed, the Graf Zeppelin would carry 30 Bf-109T fighters and 12 Ju-87E dive bombers, ship versions of the Bf-109E and the Ju-87D. So I don't see any. What's the ship? They don't say the amount of planes. Anyway, so now we've got one of those on. Before we build it even, we'll do the flak expansion. And what's this? Air wing radar. We'll probably do that before we even build one. It's only like 35 days. Move this destroyer up. I don't need you down there. Call this the Mid-Atlantic Fleet. So we finally got those flamethrowers. Pause it. We can chill a bit on infantry. Panzerwaffe. Do we want the DE? I don't think so. We're going naval. I should do this first. Build it quicker. So that one's done already. We can go planes. I might actually take this. And fuck doing that research. But this one is so much, so the D is so much better than the A. And I'll need that research to get it done. You see here, air attack 12 versus 22. That's huge. I'm gonna do the fucking buff. Ah! We're gonna keep laying more planes down because we almost at the cusp where we're gonna get small Air Force out of the way. We're gonna get medium Air Force, or whatever the fuck they call it. Seems kind of stupid because you just gotta lay them down, but just get them on the ground. Give them the transports, whatever. That actually might put us over the cusp. Okay, free dockyards. Now this is where we push. Okay, we're just going to produce a new one. Instead of canceling whatever's been built here, we're going to produce a new of the new. Not the graph Zeppelin yet. We still need to do one more on that one. We want the LR1. Move it up. Even above its counterpart. Now we'll take full. Can you full? The Scharnhorst battle. I really don't need it right away. So in 6 months at 2. I'd rather get these better ones out. We're sitting at like what, 7 subs? We need 90. This is ridiculous. This one's almost done, and he'll stop in 4 months. Still don't need you right away, so we're gonna get this fully going, and then his sister here. We'll just do one more. Okay, so we're way over budget on this stuff. Even that's too much. We're gonna go down. So a lot of those big ships take all that. This is too much. Oh, so we unschlossed Austria. We're gonna save a bunch here. Yeah, you. Flammen team. Only need 90 of them. So the next thing that comes available, we'll do it. We got Anschluss. We can start going down the Czechoslovakian route, or we can grab the U-boat effect, which is this crazy research time bonuses. Yeah, we gotta do that. Actually, what else is there? Still in 37. We've already got that. Can we actually do that? Oh my god, we can. It bypasses the Wehrmacht. That's crazy. So we can actually go get some heavy tanks too. We should do this. It's only 56 days. Good. We can leave that. And now we've got even more IC. So 108 over 93. So we can now we can start really producing some planes. Both to the top. Like, I want to be producing like 4 or 5 a day on 2 production lines. Car 90, doing good. Garrison equipment's way high. Support equipment we always need more of. We can actually double that up. Support. We'll start there. Got our 2 fighters, our 2 fighter production lines. Doing good on the RD trucks, but we do need lots more of the 10.5 centimeter field guns. Uniforms are good. These are good. We need lots of Opel Blitz. So that just your main trucks, right? So every one of these produces times 10. It's just like it's a whatever 3-ton truck. Infantry gun we're a little bit short on. These should increase though. I'm not too worried about them. This I want to keep increasing. This is a big thing with Black Ice, where you get more experience by doing it. These are important with our motorized divisions, so we're good there. This is doing well actually. We don't need to have that many. Cavalry equipment's doing well. Put the rest in planes. Yeah. Really hurt their spirits. Just as we another U-boat yard level. So what do we say the last one was? Production. Yeah, I was already done. Whatever. So we're doing 5 a year now, the long range. Construction, so hull design LSS2. So that means we probably want to start producing another one. Following the return of Austria to the Reich, we now share a border with the King of Yugoslavia. The government of Regent Prince Paul has been fairly quiet about their stance on a proposed reordering of Europe. Perhaps we should remind them that the time will come when they must make a choice. Wow, I've never seen this one before. I don't know what this does. I don't want to put pressure because that adds to the... Never had that one. Research. Now we can actually do this one. What's the difference? To left, right. Subdetection is better. Visibility is better for the one we have. So I guess no, higher is worse. Max range you go up by 1,000. No, about 800. Build cost is slight. Reliability's up. Speed the same. Capacity, fire range, same. Seems quite aggressive right now. 1.5 years ahead of schedule. How about doctrines are going? We do need army doctrine, so we should probably start that. Japan's getting nuts. Building up on the Japanese or Chinese border. Looks like they're fighting. Oh fuck, I sent those troops over so long ago. Oh my god. What an idiot. I sent those over like in 36. Can we send more? I can send one more. Whatever, I don't even care. It's not even worth my while. Just something else to do. Are we pocketed? No, we're doing well. Let's just move them over here to the flatlands. I completely forgot about that. Sorry, guys. And we're still low Air Force. Small Air Force. Okay, so this was for the Zeppelin class. So we're going to produce a fucking aircraft carrier. That'll make some tungsten come up. Only -1. Bring one off each, put 2 on it. The IRA raided the magazine fort in Dublin. Though they have managed to mostly seize Irish munitions, they were reclaimed very shortly afterwards, and many IRA volunteers were caught and arrested. Many high-ranking IRA members have been executed, and the autocrats have been given emergency powers to deal with this crisis. After a failed raid the Japanese frontline HQ, the Chinese suffered enormous casualties. In order to prevent further casualties, the Chinese commander has ordered the troops to retreat out of Beijing. The Japanese army later marched into the city with minimal resistance. The Forbidden Palace has reported that some of the artifacts removed by the Japanese have been removed. Fortunately, most of it was evacuated back in 1933 to the south. The Japanese were only able to remove a few large bronze tubs and a few pieces of cannon. Wow. Hey, really appreciate it, Digger13, man. Anything you can do can help. See you soon, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, love. Much love from the north. Where were we? Okay, so I've got 2 dockyards on my Graf Zeppelin class aircraft carrier. Finish research on something. We gotta do. Engineering can always use it, but we need this stuff. Like truck workshops are huge. See you, man. Have a good night. I'm sure we all know about the leadership purges in the Soviet Union. Stalin started going crazy, and yeah. Oh wow, we're doing really well with our civilian factories, especially after the Anschluss, which we've got to deal with those troops down there. But we're going to deal with the we need light aircraft. We need subyards. Subyards. Aircraft. Do that for now, and as soon as we get trucks, we'll introduce those a little bit more. Again, we're building a freaking Navy fleet here. We're doing the U-boat. So destroyers away. We still only have, we can all call these 1. All attacks and all long range. We have 8 subs. No, wait. Yeah, we have 8 subs. And we need 90. And it's already 37 July. That's retarded. Okay, it's going to turn on for 1 sec. I'll be right back. Let's take a pee break. Oh. I can keep going. Okay, well, we have to quit about half an hour here, but we're going to continue tomorrow. Keep doing what we're doing. A bit slow, but this is the game. Hopefully you guys get a little taste of the Hearts or Black Ice mod. Turn it back up. We need more munitions factories. We need more. We just got ammunitions factories level 1. I'll put it up top because we need more of those. Planes are important too. Again, all these are reducing our production time for said units. So light aircraft. Oh, I don't want to sell Yugoslavia any aircrafts. No, fuck you. So light aircraft would be your fighters. And submarines would obviously be your submarines. These should get reduced in time. We're now producing 4 a year of these. Tool maintenance. So a big thing about the Black Ice mod is all of these extras here. Big things here. So we just researched this one. It's a production efficiency cap of plus 8%. So if you go back to the production queue, you can see everyone's under now. All by a bit, right? And they're all making up to 8%. Even stuff that was researching for a while, they all have to make up to 8%. So that 47.5 to 5.5 is around 8. They'll now make that up, and we all know what efficiency is. It's better, faster. What do we want to do here? We want to go back to this screen, and this is another one that comes with the Black Ice mod. Is your production efficiency cap can go by another 10, and your efficiency growth can go by 20%. So that's when you do change something, it will grow that much quicker, 20% faster. So this is a good one to have. Improved machine tools. Research. Here we still got our unrestricted submarine warfare going. That's what we're going for. We're going for subs, so we really want to get down to the wolf packs, advanced submarine warfare, all these bonuses, all these buffs. Really want to hit that tree hard. The U-boat effort. So this is our, what are these called again? National focus. So we've gone down to U-boat effort. Now we've got some research bonuses for certain subs. And we've also built 2 more building slots and 2 more naval dockyards, which is big. We're still in 37, so we can't do any more on the industrial side of things. What we might want to do is, I'm pretty fine with the Panzer IVs right now. We might want to go rush for the Czech. They've got a lot of IC there. 69 days, yeah, done. So now we've got 17 in total for our sub yards. We'll max out that one and do 4 on that. We still haven't hit past the small Air Force. It doesn't tell you either what the fuck you need. It's just gay. It might tell you somewhere else, but let's put as many as we can down. The problem is that it's everything we put down, it's replacing it with the newest planes, which sucks, but you have to have these things down. So this might actually do it. Hopefully it does it. We want to get out of that small motivational speeches. Motivate the Navy. So once you hit 200 political points, or I guess after a certain point, let's motivate the Navy. So there we go. So there's that hit. So we've gone from small Air Force to average Air Force. Due to the size of our Air Force, our ability to develop new methods and tactics is unaffected. Increasing our Air Force budget would help our training. So there's the split. So it's taken away small Air Force. I guess token is below small and average is between the two. And if you look back here, we might have to refresh it. Average Air Force. So now we've got, what's the thing? Doesn't tell you? Is it just neutral? Maybe it's neutral. So there's no negative multiplier. Is what it's saying. What's up, Samuel? He's back. We're doing a Kreigmarine build, man. We're doing a bunch of subs. We're going to try and take over the UK first, if anything. Oh yeah, the oil. For tungsten. Got along a little late there, Samuel. I got to. They said it was neutral. Looks like it was neutral. Average Air Force. Tuh. Yeah, we've got about 20 more minutes and I gotta quit this one, but we're gonna continue this on tomorrow. This one's gonna be fun. Been good, man. How you been? Unrestricted submarine warfare. Yeah. Wolf packs. Been good. Busy, 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 man. Lots of work. I actually work for Makita Canada now. If you guys know the tool brand Makita, it's an awesome job. I just got it about 3 months ago. All the nice toys. Ammunition, experienced Army Command. So here's what comes with this part of the production. So division stab equipment. Once you hit 10,000, you get experienced Army Command. See, more than 10,000 pieces of activates a new national spirit affecting Army organization and battle plans. So it's good to keep a good chunk of your IC in here. Nice. School. Yeah, school's important. Everyone should be in school. Wish I could do more school. I'm a sales rep though, so I make decent money and don't have to go to school right now. Kick down a couple of these. One more U-boat. What do we got? 9. We need 90. Yeah, YouTube automatically puts them on the channel, so you can watch them later. They usually, like the last 2 or 3 I've done, are 4 hours because they're just streams, but not ideal. But whatever. This is all the time I have. Okay, we got, so that sub is done, and another one of the long range going, the LR1s to the top. So doing 5 a year of those, another U-boat yard. And you can see every time we get another yard, it decreases our build cost of said submarines. So 11.3% now. We've got more sub yards, so we want to get these planes up there. I did them kind of weird, but yeah, no, I just started this Hearts of Iron 4 one, but I did 2 Hearts of Iron 3 ones in the last weekend there. And they were shit. I forgot how to play the game. I got carpal tunnel from it again. But the Hearts of Iron 3 ones were same thing, Germany. I went into France and fucking shit the bed. Did the single stroke. Started war with Poland. Basically, here's the gist. Started war with Poland. This is Hearts of Iron 3. And the lowlands came in. I had to kind of attack them, and then once they were in, there was a lot of troop differentials. I cracked through the Ardennes and got all the way here, and then just fucking broke down. It sucked. Hey, no worries, Samuel. Thanks for watching again. Go do your homework. That's more important. But yeah, it's always uploaded to YouTube, so you can check them out there later. We should do skills and training. Another big one. Truck workshops done. So we do need artillery workshops. Those are important. Just 1 and 1. I won't go for it. Here we go. See, these are better to do later. Do I abort it? I think I'll abort it because you don't really want to take it now. So we get our 200 political power back, which you can use for obvious things like early mobilization. So, but here's the difference. Can you guys tell me? Civilian factory construction speed is actually -10. So +3, that's actually huge. That's a good thing to take, I think. So this should increase. Only got one more civilian factory, and then it's kind of balls deep to the rest of our infrastructure. HQ radios, all this stuff is good. Always radios. What else can we take? These I don't even get. +6 doesn't help us right now. Centrally planned, I don't think I can do that. But you lose your production efficiency cap, so we'll keep them. Do we have more planes? We do. See, it's just replacing. These keep coming up because they're replacing them with those ones I'm producing, which is kind of shitty, but it is what it is. We have to have them on the ground to get those bonuses on our doctrines. More planes. Just gonna slow it down for a second. So that artillery factory, once we can start producing them, should help this out. All these infantry guns. Industrial sector, I'll do that. U-boat. So now we're at 13.8% reduction in build cost. This one's going to give us 7.5. No thanks. And we're going to form the motorized division. It is now, where is it? Here. We're going to put you over here. Go to your home. Anyway, the stream just dipped. I'm probably going to cut it out here. We're going to save this and carry on tomorrow. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you guys like what you're seeing. Give me any comments. Constructive criticism is awesome. It's just a playthrough, but it's a kind of a different one. We're going to try and do a little bit of a Kreigmarine one. We're going to see what Donuts would have done if he had power. So I appreciate it, guys. We're going to save it here. Das Krieg. And we will see you tomorrow. Thanks again, guys.